This is the lengthwise grain line because it's stretched less. Usually they have like a special tape, and you need to cut it the width of the shoulder.
What
stay
we did
tape.
for mine.
Yes, stay tape. It stopped this from continuing to stretch.
Right, okay.
Right,
So you put that on first?
no, you sew it on while you're doing the shoulder seams, the front and back shoulders together.
I have some tool tape. Would that work?
Yeah, it's just you just need a tightly woven tape.
Okay.
And I just use the same fabric because it's on the lengthwise grain line.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sew it to go across to stop this from stretching. This stretch and this don't.
Okay.
Well, it's less stretch. So it'll stabilize the shoulder and stop it from stretching.
This is the light that comes
Yeah, that
on.
won't work. Yeah,
Right.
it's plugged into the wall.
Oh yeah, it is. Why isn't it plugged into the
Because
machine?
it won't work. I don't know why it don't. It don't make sense.
Oh. Well, would it have anything to do with this cutoff switch?
If it's a switch down there, that probably would do it. You know what I mean?
There is a switch. I don't know if it's for that.
But that's okay. I'd rather them be independent. You can use the light outside of the machine. These some fine needles.
The IHO.
I think it's a 11. And I'm gonna check how much thread in here before I get started.
Is this
Plenty.
video on the
I think it is, but she gonna record it just in case, because sometimes I think they on there and then, like the cuff, I thought it was really showing you how to attach it. It did. It did. Okay, because during the class I just showed them how to sew the cuff, and that was it. And I thought it was showing them how to attach the cuff, so then we went back and redid it. Yeah, so it showed people how to attach a cuff to a sleeve, so then I just had to change it. The other one was how to sew a cuff. You need to know how to attach the cuff. So I'm gonna cut this. That way I know when I sew it, I need it to stay exactly to the size, because this is the width of the shoulder.
Right.
So then it won't stretch. So this is really fast, and you can sew this on your serger, but you need 4 threads in the serger. So you can
And
do
why is that?
everything on the serger. 3 threads is just a finish. 4 threads is a seam and a finish.
Oh, so my machine
It's
does
both.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So if you want to do it on your serger, 4 threads. So here we need, let me get this pin out here also. We need a notch right at the center front and a notch right at the center back neckline, because we're going to go back and quarter this just like you did on your elastic on your skirt, so we know exactly where everything line up at. The cuff is much faster. Sometimes they leave one of the shoulders open and put the rib on, and then you see the seam coming off the side of the neck. Right, but we're going to do it down the middle, center back.
Okay.
All right. So this because this is so much smaller than when you did the waist, it's easier to just line it up and match it and stitch it.
So which one is more professional as a finish? The shoulder seam or the center back?
I guess it depends on the manufacturer and
both
how
of
much.
them can be then.
Right.
Okay.
It's just the way that you finish it. I'm going to show you how everything is locked and finished inside itself. Sometimes you'll see that serger seam right up on that rib knit, and I don't like that. I want it enclosed on the inside. Yeah, see, I know you wouldn't like that. So I'm not going to do it that way. So first, we're going to start out with lining up these together. And we're going to put the tape on it, and we're going to sew it all at once. And on your serger, usually when you're doing a t-shirt, 3/8 inch seam allowance. So we're not using any 1/2 inch seam allowances.
Why
No.
is that?
Because they cut it all off anyway, and you want the finish to be nice and clean, so it's not like we going back and pressing seams open.
Right. Okay.
Right, so that's why it's a smaller seam allowance, and then you just press everything toward the back.
So what is the seam allowance usually?
So this seam allowance is usually 3/8 of an inch. See how this already want to stretch and be bigger than that? So I'm gonna take these and line them up together. On my serger, I would just, or on the machine, just line them up together. So I don't think we allow extra on the back. We might have, but I don't think so. But anyway, yeah. So I want to line these up together so that I can make sure that they all gonna come out the same. So is that what we allowed on the seam allowance in the code was 3/8, right? Yeah.
So you still gonna go to the surgeon and search this?
No. I'm just telling you, FYI,
Okay.
if you were. And if the seam allowance was greater, always allow room to cut a little bit off so that you know that the edge has a real nice, clean finish on the serger. So a lot of times you kind of miss it and hit and miss it, you know, but if you cut a little bit off, it always looks good, right?
Right.
Right, so always allow yourself to be able to cut a little off. See, that just won't stretch. So after I do those, I want to do my side seam so I can just show you all at least one sleeve and one cuff.
You don't have to worry about the side seam stretching.
No, because it's going in a different direction. This here is going across the shoulder. This is going lengthwise. If you were doing it on your sewing machine at home, you might want to do a stretch stitch or a zigzag finish, but on the serger, we would have our 4 threads. And then we would press everything toward the back. I'm going to do at least one of my sleeves. Next time you all, when we're prepared to do this, remind me to clean my fingernails.
You're so funny.
Hello.
I didn't even notice that.
Maybe you'll get a nail
Yes,
brush. from
they
this.
will. Hello. They be like, Dad, look at our fingernails. What she been doing?
Teaching a class.
Hello. Say, look at your nails. Look at your nails. Did you check them?
I'll go to the beauty supply next door with a nail brush and we can
I'm trying to tell you, I know I garden.
because you know when you're eating them hot chips, they get up on.
Tell me about it. So the cuff, sew these together. And the collar band the same way. I show you how to finish it. Take this, open it up, fold it up, stitch it again on the side.
Oh.
You lock it together, cannot move. It's going to stay exactly where you want it to stay.
Bam, I like that.
Hey, pretty clever.
Yes, I think so.
Right? Do the exact same thing with the neck. And then we're going to leave it at the center back. That way you get that nice professional look, right?
Right.
Exactly. It's just all those little tricks. I'm telling you all, it's just a little trick. Sewing like a pro.
All right.
Right? Again, same thing.
So that's how they stay centered.
That's how, and they don't shift because you lock them together. Then if I take this, find my center, because it's so small, just put a pin in it. We know where the center back of this is at. You'll put that seam there, pin it, this is already cut 3 inches smaller than the neck. So if you had something that was knit and you want to do a rear knit, the cuff is 2 inches smaller than the wrist. The neck is 3 inches smaller. All right. So that this can stretch over your head.
Yeah. But if you didn't want it to be so tight on your neck, say you have a thicker neck, then would it be okay to
you can still adjust it to fit yourself. This here is just, you would already have this neckline where it accommodate what you want, and then you can make this as wide and narrow as you like to accommodate the way you want it to fit. Okay. Exactly.
So you said the wrist is 2 inches in the neck.
Yeah, the neck I made 3 inches smaller in the wrist too. Because we want this to stitch it in, stretch around, and lay flat. If it's not correct, you know, it won't lay flat. And you'll be able to tell. It'll look tacky. All right? So I'm going to start at the center back, and I'm going to stitch on my rib knit. And I'm going to lock it in place first so don't move. Yeah, then all I need to do is keep all these edges lined up together. This seam would already be pressed toward the back, and stretch it and sew it. So if your seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch, then we're sewing it at 1/4. I don't want my needle to break. Sometimes you can go back and do another stitch around this decorative finish. It's just up to you depending on what kind of look you want. And then you would press it, and we have fun. Yeah. See, this here will lay nice and flat, and when we line these up together, this lays flat. It comes in and lays flat. That's what we want. All right, so for the sleeve, the same thing. I would find the center, and I line this up at my seam. This would either be serged, or if you used it on the machine, you would press the seam open. You know, if you use a stretch stitch on your machine. And then, of course, this sleeve might be really full and may not. It just depends on what kind of look you're going for.
So you do both of them together?
Yep, all of these. Yep, your cuff. And again, we need to find the center. Match these up together. Stretch it to make it fit into that space. And then you already know how to set a sleeve in, so. And the cuff can be as big or, you know, wide or as narrow as you like.
What stitch on the knit do they use when you're top stitching down?
That cover stitch.
The cover stitch.
Or edge stitch. Either of those.
Even for this?
Because it's a knit, it's still going to stretch. Just got to make sure the head is going to get through there.
Do you use a zigzag?
You can. I've seen it with a zigzag. I've seen it with a straight stitch. I've seen it with a cover stitch.
But the cover stitch, I think, will probably do it because it's going to zigzag it in the...
With a cover stitch is like, there go your cuff.
That looks nice.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
That looks real. Well, I'm glad. Because now I know how to do this. Because I didn't know.
Right. Knowing is half the battle.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
Can
this
you
is
do a
common.
double needle too?
You can do a twin needle. The cover stitch do have the double needle, and it had to look like serge in the back, so that would be a nice finish. usually you see just an edge stitch.
Okay.
Just a straight edge stitch.
How does that affect
I do it.
So you got to pull it when you...
Just slightly.
Okay.
Just slightly.